Hey, stop that cat. Man down. In this video, I'm going to explain Errol Spence's latest tweet. Errol Spence, he's asking Goldenboy to show receipts. That's all. The same thing that happened to him when he claimed that he had to pull out of his fight with the legend Manny Pacquiao. I might want to, it's up to my We're going to talk about that in this video. So buckle up and we're going to get to it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Listen, in the last 28 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics. 50% of you have 50% of you are subscribed to my channel in the last 28 days that consume my content. So bravo, appreciate y'all. Let's keep it moving. That means there's another 50% that consume the content in the last 28 days that are not subscribed. Maybe you forgot. Maybe YouTube unsubscribed you. Maybe you don't care. I don't know. But consider subscribing. It helps us channel hosts and content creators. Let's get it. Hey, stop that cat. Errol Spence, you know, he kind of took a jab at Goldenboy. We're going to talk about that. Errol Spence, let me highlight it. We'll turn it green because it's go time. Put a green light. He says, again, we need Bernard, obviously referring to Bernard Hopkins. I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but he said, again, we need Bernard to show some paperwork. Upside down smile. LOL. Now, I'm not sure if he really doesn't believe, but actually, let me back this train up. In case you missed my last video, this is why you guys got to subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Boom. Vergil Ortiz, emergency pullout. He was forced to withdraw from his fight. It is his fight week. He was supposed to fight this Saturday on DAZN. The DAZN curse strikes again. Canelo versus Bivol on DAZN. DAZN first pay-per-view. They're saying it may get canceled from Las Vegas. I don't know if they try to move it. I don't know what. Check that video out. Then today we get the information that Vergil Ortiz Jr. on his fight week cannot compete. It says welterweight Vergil Ortiz has been forced to withdraw from his March 19th fight this weekend. Today's March 15th. Michael McKinson in Los Angeles, sources say. And that's not good because these are highly ranked guys in the WBO. Terrence Crawford is the WBO champion. So really they should be battling each other to eliminate one and hopefully work towards a Terrence Crawford fight, right? Mike Coppinger, he posted this. He's with ESPN. He posted this story. He said it's possible Alexis Rocha or Blair Cobbs is elevated. Also possible one of them fights Michael McKinson. So Goldenboy's scrambling, trying to see if they're going to keep the card alive or scrap the card, developing, right? So I'll keep you guys posted once that's decided. He says Ortiz, right? Ortiz is currently being hospitalized with rhabdomyolysis, which occurs when damaged muscle tissues release basically toxins into your blood, per Goldenboy Promotions. So they're claiming that he has rhabdomyolysis or whatever, and that's why he was forced to pull out, right? It says he was dropping weight too fast for me, Ortiz Sr. said. This is a direct quote. He was dropping weight too fast, his dad said. That's when I knew something was wrong. I just know my son so well. He can't go from 100 miles per hour one day to 0 the next day in sparring. Wow. His movements require a certain balance. He just seemed like he was off balance. He wasn't himself. I thought maybe he had something on his mind. He could have almost died with this stuff. His kidney and liver were starting to go down. We caught it at the right time. So yeah, definitely wish him a speedy recovery. Boxing is great as a sport and whatnot, but we don't want to see fighters who succumb to the sport that they love. So I wish him a speedy recovery. Now, Errol Spence is saying that, show us the receipts. What's popping with the receipts? And I think that's really fair. Well, my thing is this. I posted this. I said the crazy thing about this Vergil Ortiz Jr. news is that he was just on Brian Custer's show one day ago and he appeared fine. So his dad's saying in training he wasn't looking good. I said I know Brian Custer pre-records his show a day or two early, but still it's like this illness came out of nowhere. Hope he's doing better and no matter what's wrong, right? So he was just on the show, and he seemed normal, but it's a 30-minute segment. So maybe behind the scenes when he exerted himself, it was something more, right? But I personally feel that this is likely a complication due to drastic weight cuts. We all know, if you know anything, and I'm not saying I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, what are you doing? Get to the chopper now. What do you call me when the governor gets there? I'm not saying I'm pumping iron. Yeah, it's like I'm getting the sensation of coming, right? But I know what I know. I've done a lot of research in this field. And basically when people have pneumonia or Rona or just break their bodies down, deplete their bodies, it gets to a point where you're very susceptible to anything. Like if you keep your immune system down, when you cut so much weight or you're overweight and you have to kill yourself to make weight, you're dehydrating and depleting your muscle tissue and fiber. So I'm not a doctor, but so this is not medical advice, but it sounds like this very well could be in conjunction with the fact that he's big and he's maybe needing to move up in weight or not get to a higher weight before he starts his camp, or do like Errol Spence, because Errol Spence has admitted that he had tipped 180, 190 in his offseason. So fighters got to be real serious. But Dan Rayfield, boxing reporter, says, I am being told the reason that Vergil Ortiz pulled out was due to weight issues. Let's see what they announce as the official reason. So now they're saying it's rhabdomyosis. So Errol Spence, he has right to feel this way because Goldenboy's own Bernard Hopkins, and a Goldenboy employee, he was suspicious when Errol Spence had an eye injury. And he said Bernard Hopkins suspicious and skeptical of Errol Spence's eye injury. So Errol Spence, I don't know if he really thinks that Vergil Ortiz, there's more to the story, or if he's just doing it to, be facetious and get back. But I talked about this. I made, look, front page Google, Errol Spence fake eye injury post gets deleted. Errol Spence gets hated on by Bernard Hopkins, August 13th, 2021. These are my videos where I talked about it. And Errol Spence was questioned. He was questioned by the likes of Bernard Hopkins. And he was told he needs to show paperwork, right? That B-Hop didn't believe what he was saying. So, when it comes to Errol Spence posting this, we need to see some paperwork. He's merely kind of getting back at Goldenboy because some people aren't going to believe this some people are going to think it's an exaggerated illness and it was really just a weight cut issue gone wrong. You dehydrated, which has happened to a ton of fighters. I remember, let's say, I've been boxing for a while, so I remember these off the top of my head. David Lemieux, he put himself in the hospital. We'll try that. Boom. Pulled it up right there. You never know. David Lemieux cancels a fight for health reasons. So this is not anything brand new. If you run your body ragged and you do things that deplete your muscles or break down your muscles, try to lose weight too fast, it could get real ugly real fast. And I seen a picture of Vergil Ortiz that was astonishing. Now, Showtime just announced their schedule for the spring and summer. And this guy, Brian Castano, has a great fight with Jermell Charlo. But the surprising thing is right here, the guy who looks smaller fights at the higher weight class. Brian Castano is fighting Charlo at 154. Vergil Ortiz is fighting at 147. And this was a recent picture because I guess they got some work in together. And you can see he physically looks bigger than the guy at a higher weight. So that's definitely concerning. Now I'll leave you with, they're saying he has a rhabdomyosis. Here's a better look at what causes that. And, I think weight cut and severe weight loss and things like that and fighting out the wrong division definitely sounds like it could be a part of it. And I'm no doctor, but let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel.
The problem arises when they're doing excessive workouts without backing off.
It's usually caused by overuse, overtraining, or overstimulating a certain muscle group. So say you do 2 hours worth of pull-ups. You could severely break down that muscle tissue.
Muscle breaks down, releases some of the chemicals into the bloodstream, and then the kidney has to filter them out. Well, the chemicals released are large enough that it can clog the kidneys.
Dr. Kathy Fiesler